Hard-fought game. I thought we were a little sluggish in the first half. We played two very emotional games this week with Canisius and Manhattan, and I felt like it took us a little bit to get going, and we did get going. I thought our defense was really good in the second half. I singled out Mo in the locker room because I thought he was a big part of us winning that game. On the defensive end, rebounding the ball, just being solid for us and defending in the post. Big part of that. Kahlil stepped up in the second half. Matt certainly stepped up, 18 points, 11 rebounds. And also congratulations to Matt on his 1,000th point. Great accomplishment, and greater than the accomplishment is the way he's done it. He's done it as a team guy. And he does other things, rebounding the ball, defending, getting assists, things like that. So the 1,000 points, terrific accomplishment, but the way he did it is what I'm really proud of, and he needs to be really proud of.
What was, defensively in the second half, 32%, it was hovering around 28 for most of it there. What was the difference? The first half was 40, that was good, but what was the difference between the two halves?
I just thought we picked the intensity level up. I thought the intensity level up, particularly with our perimeter guys on the ball some, we were much better. And I thought we shored up the basket area too. We did a much better job in the basket area. Defending the post, we did it for the most part without fouling. We put them on the line 23 times, which is, not bad. I thought that was the difference. We stepped it up. Everybody that went in the game stepped it up defensively. It wasn't any specific adjustment. It wasn't anything we did. These guys just took it upon themselves and went out and defended better.
Chris, how much do you think that this is teams learn how to win in all sports, including this one, where you've had some close games, you're gaining experience in those games, you've had a tough stretch, and at some point you kind of push through. And it seems to me like you're starting to push through. Like today, you didn't push through. You knocked the door down.
Well, we always want to push through. We always want to be able to knock the door down, knock the wall over, whatever you want to call it. But we don't talk about that. We talk about more just one day at a time. We talk about more just focusing on the process, and we talk about more the next game. We just want to win the next game, be 1-0 the next game. And now our next focus is going to be Monday's practice. We'll have tomorrow off, and we'll focus on Monday's practice. This is a very good league with a lot of really good coaches, and we played a very good out-of-conference schedule with a lot of road games. So you really got to focus in on one day at a time. Do the best you can, have a great attitude, and that's what we focus on.
Are you seeing though, as a coach, you're looking at it maybe a little bit different and a little bit more big picture, that you are starting to learn? That there is a learning process, and that these kids are learning.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to take that away from you. I think there's definitely a learning process. If you just watched us, the thing we got to realize is we had 8 guys back. Only 6 of them played last year. 2 guys were sitting out. So we don't have a brand new team, but we got a lot of newness.
Right.
And I really think that if you watch us from the beginning of the year and watch us now, there's a significant improvement. So we are learning to get better. We are learning to win. But, in terms of our approach and how we talk about it, we don't talk about that part of it. We don't say, hey, you got to learn how to win. We talk about, hey, today's Monday. We got practice at 3:10. We're coming in. We're going to practice hard, and we're going to get better.
That's got to be exciting for you, though. You won 3 of 4. You could say you're 2 shots away from a 5-game winning streak. You lose in overtime. You lose the other night by a point. So when it's this close and you're finding ways to do it, then...
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't need to.
Feel good about that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't even need to say that because these guys know.
Yeah.
They know. I don't need to say that to them.
Well, then let me ask them, Matt.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I mean? Where you're able to pull through those games. Do you see do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah, definitely.
If you can explain that to me a little bit about what's going through from a player's perspective.
Because I feel that second half we made less mistakes. I know we had a lot of turnovers in the first half. And then in the second half, we played more calm and we played more together. If you was watching the game, so just learning, like Coach said, coming in every day.
How much of that comes from confidence? You learn from confidence. You gain confidence from learning. It tends to feed each other.
Well, we around each other all the time. We hang out with each other, so like the chemistry is there. So we just bring that to the court.
Matt, you've been here, Kahlil. You were here when we were off here last year. Is this a game you guys could have won last year? I'm looking at you, and you got a senior and two juniors that experience you guys haven't had here under Chris at all. Is this a game you guys could have won last year?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I mean, how much does
You can
that,
tell the truth. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
how much does that play into it, just getting, games under your belts?
It just helped guys. A lot of guys are now starting to play more, and they're just helping us more. Whoever come off the bench, they're just playing well. So.
Kahlil, what about you on that? Do you think the experience helps? If you go down, like that team was loaded with experience. They started 3 seniors, they had a graduate player, then they had a freshman. Down the stretch, it was the guys who have been around here a little bit, making free throws, making key rebounds in your case. That kind of shines through, that experience. Do you think that? How much do you think it contributes?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but one of the things we talk about a lot, and Case mentions a lot, is being poised and having no excuses, and holding each other accountable. Whether we're experienced or not, or going against more veteran guys, we have to hold each other accountable and if we're out there on the court, we got to be able to make plays, and we got to be able to trust each other to make plays. And
Right.
tonight we was able to do that.
Trust is a huge thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have trust unless you've had experience with that, right? Success, anybody can take that, Chris, or whatever.
Yeah, that definitely all
Right.
plays into it.
Trust.
You can't. You have to be able to play with guys, to be able to gain trust.
Yes.
Both in how they approach the game and both in getting familiar with what they do, and trusting them to make certain plays that they're good at. So yeah, the experience definitely plays into trust.
Mo, down the stretch, I mean, you picked up, even improved the defense inside. I mean, when you got guys like Dom and Marv, who, block almost everything, and they're out in foul trouble, just coming in, what we're trying to do, and how are you successful there?
Just wanted to win. This is it for me. Just wanted to win. Nothing else went through my head. I just wanted to win. That's it.
I think there was, a stretch of 4 possessions, you had 2, where they shot and didn't score on you, and another one where you took the charge. Just getting in there and getting involved like that, how's that feel?
It feels good. It does. There's nothing else to say. I just wanted to win.
Yeah.
Do what I needed to do. Like you said, we need to turn up the defense intensity. And when I went in there, I just made sure I stopped my man because they were scoring in the post. And so I made sure I stopped him. And then I just tried to rebound and do what I could do to help the team win.
Matt, you said, early in the game it was pretty sloppy. There was, bad decisions, I thought anyway. Bad shot selection early in the first 5 minutes. Do you think that as the game went on and you guys were able to tie that game up, that injects a little bit of the confidence that you need to stay calm in the final, 5-6 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just about being poised. I feel that how can I put this? In the position that we were in, they didn't expect us to be in the tie game. But
Right.
we stayed poised, so that's how we came out with the victory. We continue to make plays and get stops.
Do you think you can continue to surprise teams? And maybe that's what happened. That's what we're talking about. You caught them a little bit by surprise.
Definitely. We're just gonna keep control what we can control, try to stop teams and get stops on defense and just play basketball.